Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. Today, Sean Paul has a memory expert on to teach us how to say our ABCs backwards. Check this out.
Good morning, guys. Can we all agree that we've become way too dependent on our devices? I mean, it's navigation in our cars, it's text messaging, pictures, but the phone numbers, we don't even make an effort to remember phone numbers anymore because these things do it for us. What if all of a sudden we lost this? We wouldn't know how to call people. We might not even know our own spouse's phone number. So let's use this moment in time where we're locked in our homes to develop new skills. I have with me today a master memory expert. He has done his memory seminar all over the world for thousands of people and helped them out significantly. He's got simple but very effective ways and techniques that we can actually actively remember and have a great memory. His name is Greg Gleason, and we are going to expand our consciousness with him today. Greg Gleason.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Gleason.
Hey, Sean.
I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I know it, since last time you were in Vegas.
Right. But anyway, I wanted to talk about your memory abilities. How long have you been studying mega memory?
I actually first saw it when I was in college, and it was actually in a magic book. There was a little section that taught one memory technique, and this memory technique was absolutely amazing. So I went out and studied everything I could on memory techniques.
And did it help you?
It literally, my grades in college went from B's and C's to straight A's overnight. And listen to this, I studied a fraction of the time. A fraction of the time.
What can I say? I wish I had had that skill when I was in school.
And you know what? As soon as I learned how to do it, I was in a fraternity. I taught all of my fraternity brothers how to do it, and all of a sudden their grades were straight A's, and they were studying a fraction of the time.
And then how long have you been doing your memory seminar?
I started first doing memory seminars in 1999, so I've done them 21 years now. I've had over 500,000 people attend them. It's staggering how many people I've helped in emails and letters I've gotten from people. It's literally changed their life.
We teased this segment about the alphabet. I actually saw on a TV show somebody got pulled over and the cop, was making him walk on a straight line, and I asked him to say the alphabet backwards. And I thought to myself, a cop would never do that. In this TV show, that's what it was all about. So next time I saw a cop, I ever asked them if they would do that, and they looked at me and said, I can't even do that. You can
do it. Anybody can do it, and they can learn how to do it very, very quickly.
Like how fast?
Let's say 2 minutes. But first, you have to know a little bit. You have to know a little bit about your memory and how it works. Now, my memory seminars, I always talk about, ask people if they've ever heard of a photographic memory. Everyone's heard of a photographic memory, but then I ask them who has a photographic memory, and no one will ever raise their hand. But then I say, guess what? Every single one of you have a photographic memory. We all remember in pictures, and once you understand that concept, it's very easy to remember things. So to remember the alphabet backwards, all we have to do is remember a picture.
Here's my picture on remembering the alphabet backwards. I picture an old Norwegian warrior, okay? An old Norwegian warrior. He's 120 years old. He's got one of those helmets with the horns. Remember those? Actually, we've seen some up here in the Baltic. 120 years old.
Right. He was 120 years old. And his name is Z-Y. Z-Y.
Yeah. That sounds like it could be a berserker name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he is an ex-warrior.
And he is an ex-warrior, XW. ZY, ex-warrior, XW. Now, ZY has a hobby. His hobby is collecting cute baby alligators. Cute baby alligators, to go right up to the top, CBA, cute baby alligators, okay? Fun picture already. ZY is a
ex-warrior.
Ex-warrior, and what's he collect?
Cute baby alligators.
Cute baby alligators. See, it's so easy. So we got that's half the picture. It's not half the alphabet, but it's half the picture. Here's the other half of the picture. ZY, ex-warrior, collects cute baby alligators. He's 120 years old. He's standing in a supermarket. He's got a coupon in his hand. But he's so old, he can't remember what the coupon's for. So he turns to his wife and says, "What's our coupon for?" VUTS. V-U-T-S. VUTS. R, coupon. Q-P-O-N for. Isn't this fun? It makes learning fun. ZY is a ex-warrior. He collects cute baby alligators. He turns to his wife and says, it's even fun to say. It's even fun to say. She turns to him and says, milk jugs to feed the cute baby alligators. Milk, M-L-K, jugs, J-I-H-G, that's a Scandinavian spelling. H's are silent. To feed, F-E-D, the cute baby alligators. That's all you have to do is remember that simple, fun picture. ZY, X-Warrior, X-W, VUTS, V-U-T-S, R, coupon, Q-P-O-N for, milk, M-L-K, J-I-H-G, jugs to F-E-D, that feed cute baby alligators, CBA. Isn't that fun in 2 minutes? How about that?
If you can just create that crazy picture in your mind of ZY, the ex-warrior, in a grocery store holding a coupon, VUTS, ZY, XW, VUTS, V-U-T-S, R, coupon, Q-P-O-N. His wife says milk, M-L-K, right. Jugs, J-I-H-G, to feed, F-E-D, the cute baby alligator, CBA. If you just remember that one fun picture in your mind, you'll know the alphabet backwards for the rest of your life.
That's amazing. Yes.
Well, aren't you going to look like a brain surgeon at your next house party? You can just rattle off the alphabet backwards. That'll be fun, right? Now, if you want to review anything that you might have just seen and you want to see it again, go to intriguejournal.com. We'll have the full extended interview where you won't just see what you just saw, but you'll also see Greg reveal how he remembers large lists of data. Go to the store. Don't even need a shopping list or anything because it's all right here. Have you ever gone to the store and you were going there for one specific item and then you came back with everything except that one item? Learn how not to do that. IntrigueJournal.com, and we will see you next week.
That is so interesting.
I'm going to need more time for that.
I am too. It's way early in the morning, Sean Paul, but it's really interesting. And what do they say? We use 10% of our brains. If
I use 5% of mine.
I am 3 in the morning. But, you know, it's really interesting.
So, ZY, XW,
VUTS,
V-U-T, no, Q, what, yeah, V-U-T-S,
R-Q-P-O-N.
R-Q-P-O-N. See, I can't remember.
It's all good, but it would just take a little while, and we would have it.
That would be an impressive trick to just throw at parties. Just be like,
yeah, and the longer you do it, the quicker it would just come.
Yeah, and like when you learn your ABCs, if I set it to a song, I could probably do it faster.
I know, and that is true. Remember when we first learned to dance with words, when we're singing and we're putting choreography, first time I did that, that was very hard. But then it gets easier and easier as you move this leg to a certain word or whatever. It just becomes easier.
Right, see, well, for dancing, you usually learn to a count first.
Right.
And then put it with the words. Because the count, you'll remember, any routine I've ever done in my life, I still go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever the counts were, because that's just the way...
It clicks in there. But it also reinforces you by the way the song is laid out.
Yeah, the rhythms.
Yeah, the rhythm.
The rhythms.
The rhythm is going to get you.
Gloria Estefan, you could not be more correct.
I am so...
You could not be more correct about that rhythm.
I love her so much.